Namaskar everyone, this is Sarthak Singh Subedi and today I have come up with an introduction to one of my inspirations, my role model. Burkina Faso, one of the countries that not many people know among us. But the great name means the land of incorruptible people, the land of upright people. The country was named by one of the greatest dictators of all time, Captain Thomas Sankara, who is my role model as a leader. Now, it might sound a bit depressing to some people that I am regarding a dictator as my role model. But wait, what if I say that after knowing about his policies, his ideas, and his thought, almost all of you are going to praise him, even if you belong to a different political ideology? Sankara's parents wanted him to follow the profession of priest, but he chose to join the military and became one of the most famous military officers of his time. Sankara first became the Prime Minister of Upper Volta during a military coup in 1983, but was shortly removed from his post and was kept under a house arrest when his ideas were contradicting with the then president of Upper Volta. But soon meaning just 2 months this time, people took over the street and handed the presidential post to Captain Thomas Sankara. Sankara proved the people's decision of making him president right by his verdicts. On the occasion of first year anniversary of Upper Volta's independence, he renamed the country to Burkina Faso. With his policies, over 2 million children were vaccinated against meningitis, yellow fever, and measles in matter of weeks. The production of crops rose by 75% within a year. He was the first ever African leader to provide high-level government jobs to women and banned social evils like female genital mutilation, forced marriage, child marriage, polygamy, etc. He was the only African leader of his time to accept the deadliness of AIDS. He introduced Women's Day to his country and implemented the law of maternal leaves. With his nationwide literacy campaign, he increased the literacy rate of his country from just 13% to 73% during his tenure. He refused to install ACs in his own office and said, I will have one only when all of my people will have it. He decreased the salary of all public servants, including his own, and gave the cheapest car of that time to all the ministers. Ahead of his time, he planted over 10 million trees considering the climate change. He banned to place any posters of him in the public area with the intention of minimizing the propaganda of his own government. He advocated his country against the foreign debt taken by the colonial power, which was indebted to Burkina Faso. Now, with a minimum foreign aid, what can you think? How many years might have gone for this much of development? The answer is just 4 years of his presidential post before his assassination on 15th October 1987 at the age of 37. Yes, just 4 years. The time period in which our politicians still say others are not letting them work. Some of our politicians claim that they have fought their entire life against the autocratic rule of the country, but still are not capable of initiating the development of our country. Can't any leader of our country at least start to revolutionize the condition of the country? Of course they can, but there is lack of interest to do so. So I urge people to choose an actual good leader who can actually start developing our country like Comrade Thomas Sankara did in his short tenure, fighting with even bigger problems than Nepal has now. A red salute to Comrade Thomas Sankara, who is still revolutionizing people even after decades of his death. Like he once said, you can kill a person but not his ideas. Thank you very much.